Welcome to episode 3 of the Internet Buffet.
I'm Dustin Abrowski.
And I'm Brian Diamani. For those of you who still don't know what the Internet Buffet is, we are a weekly podcast that focuses on everything that hits the internet, from news to videos to images, pretty much anything you can think of. We basically just voice our opinions on random topics.
Yeah, anything that's new and exciting on the internet.
Yeah. Last week happened to not be the best week for the internet. We really struggled to come up with some interesting stories that we had, passionate opinions about.
Yeah, this week has not been really a good week for the internet, but we do have some pretty good stories.
We also have a new addition. We are streaming live.
Oh yeah, we are currently streaming live on Ustream. You can catch us at Ustream. Just type in the search box Internet Buffet. We plan to stream the show more often on Ustream, probably starting around 8, maybe 9 o'clock. We might do a little pre-show.
Or 10, or 11.
10 or 11. We might do a little pre-show just while we set stuff up. If you like, you can join the chat room, join even our Twitter feed. You can find our Twitter feed at Internet Buffet, at Internet Buffet, and join it and pretty much send us any comments, anything that you find interesting during the week, and we'll see if we can put it on the next show. So, yeah. Last week after we after we taped the show, we actually went and watched Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Yeah, we did. It's funny because when I rewatched our episode and I talked about it, and I had no idea what it was, but I'm just talking about it from a standpoint of the article I read, and I was dead on.
Yeah.
It was exactly what it sounded like. A giant shark and a giant octopus fighting, and for some reason this was causing global malfunction.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrible.
The whole movie was just, it was a terrible, terrible movie, and I don't even know why this movie even got made, where it got its funding from.
Well, the idea is...
It's a good idea,
Not really, but I mean, whatever.
Well,
it's an idea, right? But
yeah, it's an idea.
It's just so bizarre.
Yeah.
It was half monster movie, half softcore porno.
Yep.
Half, I don't know. It was painful to watch.
It was very, very painful.
Absolutely, especially at 3:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Or 2:30 in the morning, whenever it was.
The one scene in the movie, I don't care if I spoil this for anyone, because you're not really spoiling anything. They find a giant tooth. They find a giant shark tooth in this whale.
Oh yeah, the whale beach. It's a beached whale.
It's a beach whale. They take the tooth to a lab. It takes 3 of them
with test tubes.
With test tubes, they got the test tubes up. They're looking through it. They're analyzing data
for hours.
For hours. The one dude sleeping. The other.
They analyzed the data in the test tubes for so long that the guy from Tokyo and the main girl character fell in love.
Yeah, they fell in love. So that's how long it took for them to test this tooth. And after they're done, after this intense research, the girl goes, "Wow,
it's a tooth!
It's a tooth!"
That was so bad. It was such a bad movie.
But
if we can emphasize, it's a bad movie.
It's a fantastically bad movie.
And you guys saw the clip last week. I mean, that actually happened. The shark bit an airplane out of the sky.
In case you didn't watch last week's episode, go back and check out when we talk about the Mega Shark, because that video that we aired, it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. It was just a terrible experience.
Yeah, very, very bad movie.
Yep. But not surprisingly, not the worst I've seen.
No.
If you guys have ever heard of a director named Andy Sidaris, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if not, check him out on Netflix. He makes 15 or so, I would say, D movies. They're absolutely horrible, but they're horrible in a better way than Mega Shark. I don't know.
Does it look like it was like a better budget?
No, it wasn't a better budget. It was like they all bought like they had maybe $1,000, so they bought all these props.
Yeah.
Like a helicopter, like an RC car, some fake guns, and then he made 15 movies with the same props and the same actors and actresses, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
And they were all kind of interconnected, but they weren't, but they were. I don't know.
It's like
It's hard to explain.
It's like a bad Steven Seagal movie. Like that.
What do you mean, bad Steven Seagal movie?
There's a ton of bad Steven Seagal movies.
What are you talking about?
He probably had two good ones.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, yeah,
You're insane.
yeah,
Steven Seagal's movies are awesome.
yeah.
Because
if you're on drugs.
no, they're awesome, and I'll tell you why. Steven Seagal is predictable, so I can understand from like a cinematic standpoint they're not the best plot-driven movies, but consistently that Steven Seagal is going to, overcome some challenge because he's going to be outnumbered 50-1.
Yeah.
He's going to have somebody's going to save or something he's going to save, and then he's going to kick ass the whole damn movie. So what could possibly be bad about it?
It's just the plot's bad. The plot in all of the movies are bad. It has to do with every single movie has to do with wildlife. Like he has to protect wildlife.
Wildlife.
Yeah, he has to protect natural forests. Well, forests.
Are we talking about the same Steven Seagal?
Yeah,
I can't think of any Steven Seagal movie that where he saves wildlife.
There's this one movie where he's on a oil rig, and he has to stop the oil rig because they're endangering the local wildlife. I don't know. It's been a long
Sounds
time.
like Captain Planet.
It does.
Oh well, we're off topic.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Mega Shark.
Oh, that's
last
right.
week's episode.
All right. Well, let's put a rest to that because that was terrible.
All right. Should we start with the first story?
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
All right. First story. This is unlimited plans. Unlimited data plans converted to meter plans, which is kind of not so good for.
Well, let's explain what that means.
Yeah. So, if you have an iPhone or a BlackBerry.
Any smartphone.
Verizon, AT&T, they give you unlimited data. You don't have to pay for, because you have a smartphone. Smartphones are supposed to go out on the internet. They're supposed to tweet. They're supposed to watch YouTube videos. Even the Android phones with Sprint and T-Mobile.
The only time I don't think you get unlimited is if you don't sign up for it at all.
Yeah.
But then you pay by like the kilobyte or the megabyte.
Yeah, which
and they
with a
rate you.
smartphone,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
especially if you go overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely get an overseas plan if you're definitely going to go overseas. But yeah,
the unlimited plan has a fixed rate. It's usually
it's fixed rates.
For
I think
Verizon, it's like $30, or maybe that's standard for
I think they lowered
all
it.
carriers.
I think Verizon lowered it to about $20
okay.
to compete with AT&T, and then AT&T lowered it. But I think
I know Sprint has unlimited talk, text, and data for $69.99.
Yeah,
I saw the commercial.
which is a very nice plan.
Yep.
Which I wish AT&T.
But Sprint's not included in this article, so I'm not sure where they stand on this.
Well, the article is basically saying Verizon the CTO, and the is talking about what the AT&T, I think.
I don't know if it was one of the CEOs or.
Yeah, CEOs or something. Basically saying that all-you-can-eat plans are done. They're not going to last too long, and which is bad because it's bad for consumers, but doesn't really give a good choice to the consumers. But more money for AT&T and for Verizon and all the other companies.
Yeah, I mean, in general, it depends on what these plans are going to look like because, like we were talking about earlier, I have no idea how much data I use through my phone. I just assumed it was a lot.
Yeah.
If you, because I know on my home computer I use a ton.
Yeah.
Download everything. So, it just seemed like if they capped you on the amount of data you can download or upload,
yeah,
you'd easily go over your cap, and then you'd, be threatened with similar charges like you are now with minute overages or something like that. So
yeah, and it's bad for the consumer because if we have these metered plans, who's to say that anyone who checks their email or anything like that will be hit with high charges, the same high